The Game Awards have become this event at the very end of the year where developers and publishers take the stage and make some big announcements. And I don't know about you, but I watch the Video Game Awards mainly for those trailers and announcements and not the actual awards. And the promise is that this year's show, which will air in only a few days on December 9th, is going to be the biggest yet, with plus minus 50 games to appear at the show, and from those we will get new game reveals in the double digits, making the Game Awards probably the biggest gaming event after E3. So in today's video we are going to have a look into what games will be at the Game Awards, what are the rumors, and what could be a surprise appearance. Let's talk about the announcements at the VGAs 2021. Hello gamers from around the world, this is Boxenberger, the video game enthusiast from Germany, with a video on what announcements and games we can expect to be at the Game Awards from Microsoft, Sony and the third-party publishers. But before we dive into it, you should treat yourself and set your player to full 4K 60 FPS to get the best audio-visual experience I can deliver to you. And while you're at it, please also consider to hit the like and subscribe button and maybe even turn on the notification bell to not miss out on future content. Okay, thank you guys, you are awesome, and now let's talk about the VGAs. In terms of the announcements, the award ceremony has become more important over the last years. Especially the team at Xbox has used the Game Awards to make some major announcements. Microsoft revealed their next-gen console at the Game Awards in 2019 alongside with Hellblade 2. In 2020 we got the announcements of Perfect Dark and the Xbox exclusive Ark 2, but also other publishers have used the stage to announce big things like the next Mass Effect and Dragon Age game, and many more. So especially Xbox fans are hoping for some cool announcements on December 9th, and the big rumor out there is that Hellblade 2 will once again appear at the Game Awards. Different insiders have apparently heard that the game from Ninja Theory would be on stage. Now, it would only make sense for them to show the game off again. 2 years ago, the reveal trailer has shown some incredible in-engine renders, and with the Unreal Engine 5 releasing very soon officially to the public, I could see them show the game in action. During Gamescom, Tamim Antoniadis, the studio head at Ninja Theory, talked about the current status of the game and that they are currently building out a vertical slice from which they will then go on into full production. And usually when you show a game early in development, it is these vertical slices that are shown off, and if they are building one anyway, I don't see why they shouldn't be able to show Hellblade 2 in action. And Jeff Keighley has mentioned multiple times that at the Game Awards we will finally see what the next-gen consoles are actually capable of, and Hellblade 2 will 100% be a true next-gen showcase with lifelike visuals, a new level of animation work when it comes to motion captures and facial animations, and of course a bench on the market audio design. But what else could Microsoft show at the Game Awards? Well, Phil Spencer and Aaron Greenberg have spoken about their internal strategy, which games they announce at which events. And they said that of course E3 is more about that event where they show games that are coming over the course of the next months or years, while they have made the Game Awards that event where they show off stuff that is a little bit further out. And yeah, I mean, look at what they have announced over the last years: Hellblade 2, Perfect Dark, etc. etc. And since the rumors say that Microsoft will be there with 3 games, I think in addition to Hellblade 2 they could show off the new Compulsion game. That studio has been working on their next project for quite a while. I mean, it's been 5 years since We Happy Few, and since Hellblade 2 is an update to an already announced game, this could make a cool new announcement of a game. Recently we got a leak through Windows Central that the game is codenamed Midnight, and it is going to be a third-person action game set in a dark, magical and fantastical world with beasts with southern gothic vibes. And as expected from Compulsion games, it is going to be a single-player game that will place the focus on a strong narrative-focused experience. And a third possible announcement would probably come from the Bethesda studios, and my guess here would be the announcement of a Wolfenstein 3. Machine Games released Wolfenstein 2 in 2017, so it's been, as of today, 4 years since they released their last game. We know that the studio is also working on an Indiana Jones game, but that's really early in development, and the studio must have been working on something else all these years. So I have no doubt that Wolfenstein 3 is going to launch at some point, and we shall see if we get an announcement trailer for that game. I know a lot of Xbox fans want to see Fable or Avowed at the Game Awards, and of course I would love to see those games too, but those are not new game reveals. They both have been announced with cinematic trailers in 2020, so the next time Xbox shows those games off, they have to show them with gameplay, and I don't know if that's ready for Fable or Avowed. So definitely make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let's move on. What about Sony at the Game Awards? Well, like I said earlier, Xbox has used the Game Awards stage to announce some big things that are coming a little bit further out, while Sony has used the event for more updates on games that are coming in the next couple of months. Of course, I would love to see Sony take a page out of Xbox playbook and show us a little bit what is coming down the line, like the next Naughty Dog game. But given that they have some big games coming really soon, I could see them give an update on those. Cause let's face it, before Horizon Forbidden West is coming out on February 18th and Gran Turismo 7 in March, there won't be any bigger gaming related events. Of course, Sony has usually released a dedicated state of play for the upcoming games, but it would be definitely a missed opportunity to not promote Horizon Forbidden West on the big stage of the Game Awards. It has been a while since they have shown actual footage for the game. They have only given updates on the official PlayStation blog, which sound absolutely fantastic, but it's time to show some new gameplay for the game that comes out in only 2 months. So let's hope for some actual footage that is running on PlayStation 5 from Horizon Forbidden West, and of course Gran Turismo 7, which is due to release in March. Also, something very interesting happened a few days ago. At the PlayStation Network backend, a Matrix Awakening thing popped up. It was a graphic saying that there is a Matrix Awakening Unreal Engine 5 experience coming. Now, with the movie launching also in December, I could see that experience being announced at the Game Awards. Whatever it is, we don't know whether it's going to be a game, an interactive trailer, or just a teaser trailer for something. And we also don't know whether it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive thing or whether it will be available for other console owners as well. I guess we will find out on December 9th. What is also a possibility for the Game Awards is of course the next game from Hideo Kojima. We know that the host Jeff Keighley is buddy-buddy with Kojima, and it would only make sense that his new game is going to be announced at the VGAs. Now, there are a lot of different rumors out there. The Xbox fans say that the next Kojima game will be an Xbox exclusive. The PlayStation fans say that there are rumors out there that it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive. So it's hard to say for sure. What we can say for sure is that Kojima and Jeff have a good relationship, and that's why I could see that game to be announced at the VGAs. And just for the fun of it, I say it's going to be a multiplat. Speaking of multi-platform games, EA was big last year at the Game Awards with the announcement of a new Mass Effect game and a Dragon Age teaser. Those are probably the most anticipated EA games, and I was surprised that they teased both of those games at the Game Awards. So we shall see if EA is going to make a return, but obviously the people at EA see the Game Awards big enough to make such big announcements, and given the success of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition this year, I could definitely see them to show off one of the 2 games. The other thing is that EA has currently exclusively the Star Wars license, but only until 2023. So next year is going to be the last year where they could launch exclusively Star Wars games, and it would only make sense for them to show up and announce 1 or 2 last EA exclusive Star Wars games, like for instance a Battlefront 3 or my personal wish, a Jedi Fallen Order 2, because that game was absolutely awesome. We know that Ubisoft is also working on an open world Star Wars game, but I don't think that this will show up, and if Ubisoft shows something at the Game Awards, it's going to be their Avatar game, which is supposed to come out in 2022. And since Ubisoft hasn't been big at the Game Awards in the last years, I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but never say never. Well, and then we have the Warner Brothers games. They will release 3 big AAA games in 2022 with Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad, and the Harry Potter game Hogwarts Legacy. Obviously, they will try to spread those 3 big games throughout the year, and the rumor is that Gotham Knights will target an early 2022 release. Now, we know that there is no other big gaming event until E3 next year, which is going to be in June, and if they will release Gotham Knights or one of the other games before that, the Game Awards would be the last event to show the game off. And last but in no way least, I want to mention Ark 2. Last year at the Game Awards, the developer Wildcard announced at the VGAs the game that is starring and partly produced by Vin Diesel. And since this Xbox ecosystem exclusive game got announced by Jeff Keighley, they obviously have some sort of relationship, and you know it's not about fame, it's all about family, but why not show that game off again, this time the first time with proper gameplay, because the game is still scheduled for 2022 and we haven't seen it for an entire year. So, but with that I want to wrap it up. It's kind of weird to make such a prediction video for the Game Awards, but the thing is that the Game Awards really have become an important event at the end of the year where developers and publishers can announce stuff that is either coming in 2022 or beyond. And many of those developers are making use of it. Some of the biggest announcements have been made at the Video Game Awards and I can't wait to see all those new shiny trailers. Those who follow my channel know that I'm not a big fan of the award ceremony itself because it lacks the transparency and there were so many questionable decisions around the Game Awards over the last years that made me lose interest in the actual awards. But I'm a big fan of new game announcements, and Jeff Keighley has said that we can not only expect something in between 40 to 50 games at the show, but at least 10 of those are world premieres, and I do hope that his statement is true, that we will finally see what the current gen consoles, the PS5 and Xbox Series X, are actually capable of. And I've said it before, 2022 is going to be an insane year for gaming and I can't wait to see more games getting announced. But for now I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did so, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you want to support the channel even further, you can now become a channel member and get early access to my videos and custom made badges and emojis. And let me thank everyone who supports this channel in any kind of way. You guys are awesome and make this channel to what it is. And now let me know in the comments down below, what do you think will be at the Game Awards? Do you watch it for the trailers or the awards? And besides here on YouTube, you can also hit me up on Twitter where I share a lot of opinions and gaming discussions. But for now, thank you very much for watching, I see you the next time, and game on!